Hey guys, today I have some summer kimchi for you. I'm at my local supermarket and I love that they have a section for locally grown produce. Let me show you some typical vegetables and what they cost here. First we have shiitake mushrooms. I got this bunch for about $2.50. They also have various dried greens like shiregi or dried radish leaves. Of course, new potatoes are in season. I got mine for a little less than $1. There are courgettes and eggplants, and I bought some cute little carrots for $1. This is 열무, and it's what I originally came here for. But I didn't think the price was very good, so I passed. It's summer, so there were rows and rows of cucumbers. This is 노각, an old cucumber. I also got some red 청양고추. And here's something a little unusual. I've never cooked with this before, so I picked it up. The best part about shopping for local produce is finding things like this. I looked at some more 열무, but they didn't have enough roots this time. Then I found 얼갈이 baechu. This bunch was about $1.25, which is an extremely good price because it's so abundant right now. So today we're making 얼갈이 kimchi. The process is mostly the same for all kinds of kimchi, but I'm making a very simple version today. First, I'll cut and wash the 얼갈이. The bases of the stems can hold on to dirt if you don't cut them open, and salting all the individual layers of baechu can be tedious, so I cut the leaves into bite-sized pieces first. Then I wash them in a bowl. If you wash them only in a colander, some dirt can stay at the bottom and end up in your kimchi. Instead, put the leaves in a bowl full of water and wait for the dirt to sink to the bottom. Gently swish the leaves around, then transfer them to a colander. See all that dirt at the bottom? Repeat this until there's no dirt left, usually about 3 or 4 times. I've separated the stems from the leafy parts because I'll be salting them differently. Now repeat for the leafy parts, but make sure that you don't squash any of the leaves. You don't want anything mushy, especially for summer kimchi. Now I have my washed greens and some salt. I'm going to sprinkle salt directly onto the stem pieces and make a brine for the leafy pieces. I also poured a little brine over the stems to speed up the salting process, then turn them over. Pour the brine over the leafy pieces and turn those over as well. Whoopsies. Next, I'm making the easiest kimchi so and 국물. First, I'm going to thinly slice 1 onion. Be careful with your fingers when the onion gets small. I checked to see whether the 얼갈이 was properly salted, then combine all the greens with the onion. I'm not using the brine this time, so I discarded it. Next, I'm going to whiz the ingredients for the kimchi 국물. There's usually some form of starch in kimchi so or 국물 to help with the fermentation process, and today I'm using mixed grain rice. It contains white rice, black rice, mung beans, barley, and brown rice. You can play around with different combinations of grains here, but avoid using too many beans. They contain more protein and less starch, so they ferment differently. I'm also using galbae, a Korean pear drink, to make this summer kimchi sweet and refreshing. For the 젓갈, I'm using my usual combination of 멸치젓갈 and 새우젓. I'm using about 3 tablespoons of 멸치젓갈, 2 heaping tablespoons of 새우젓, half a bowl of mixed grain rice, one teaspoon of ginger, 1 very generous spoonful of garlic, and half a cup of galbae. I'll be adding more galbae later, but don't add too much at the beginning or it'll be harder to whiz. I'm making 2 versions today, one spicy and one mild for my baby. I divided the blended mixture between 2 kimchi containers, then added about 3 cups of water and another half a cup of galbae to each container. Next, I added 2 tablespoons of raw sugar and 1 tablespoon of salt to each container. Mix everything well until the sugar and salt dissolve into the kimchi 국물. I gave the greens another good mix, then divided them evenly between the 2 containers. I sliced some very hot red peppers, then added them to only 1 container. Push all the greens beneath the surface of the liquid to help prevent mold. Leave the containers out on the counter for 1 day in summer weather, and you should start to see bubbles forming. And here it is the next day. It already smells like kimchi and I can see bubbles forming. You can eat this right away, but it should be kept in the fridge from now on. Serve it cold. You can even add a couple of ice cubes to make it extra light and refreshing. Happy cooking!